It does seem like Team Secret had taken a bit of a gamble on some awkward hero combinations. Venno Troll we're going to be rocking. We've got a Tidehunter that I feel like I haven't seen too much of lately. You know, a Team NP, like somebody didn't gel with Jackie.
That team had a lot of problems. I don't know if I'd say gel was the biggest problem.
Was it one of those Quincy crews? I mean, you guys brought in some players that maybe didn't fit in with the structure that you had.
Nobody cares about which one of my terrible teams didn't gel. They care about these teams, and that is a first blood for Carlo, who's been having a pretty good day so far. The problem with Jakiro is if you spam your dual breast level 1, you hit level 2, you have no mana.
Okay, I do agree with that, but I think one thing about Jakiro that you should do is just be spamming out mangoes and clarions. I think this is a hero that you have to win your lane.
Look, he's dead. If he had taken Liquid Fire, he would have been playing way farther back. He would have just been spamming them down. So this is a very happy matchup for Abed. He's going to have a very good game here. We'll see if he goes to Phylactery. He's eyeing it.
I'm a big fan. Gabby does manage to cut down Puppey. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to be winning the lane. You're still going to be trading off, and Gabby's not in great shape right now. Gets one more bash for the road. Crystallis still owns the lane. Oh, Carlo actually made a rotation through the gate. Unfortunately, the mischance really hurts Gabby. This is going to be a matchup problem the entire time. TPs are coming in. Puppey will kick the heroes back out.
2 points Poison Sting. This is the only lane they can really go to, but it's not doesn't feel that great either, just staring at Crystallis up here, and it'll bring Puppey back and he'll gale you up.
Hey, Puppey probably doesn't give a damn if he dies.
Crystallis
He's going to do so much damage back into them. Crystallis hitting all 3 of them, but now the Spectre is level 6, and Crystallis has made an error here, perhaps. Nice deny. Does have his ultimate. He's going to turn back around, see if he can kill something with it. Damage a bit lacking, and as soon as that ult wears out, he will die.
What a weird... I mean, mid one just doesn't have a TP. So that'll free up some time for Raven and this Phylactery to come out for Abed, which is completed. But his fighting power is online.
This Zeus is very scary to fight into now. Even these tanky heroes like Tide and Primal Beast got to be careful with the Phylactery damage that comes in. They all in on this shield room. Bring in the off lane, the entire off lane over to the table. Ravage is going to go off, and the hammer's going to land on 2. Very nice. Midone can follow that up, being able to grab the Zeus. Pound him down, not quite enough damage though, and Abed turning it around. Kristen's going to join in on this fight though. The carry coming in to complete this fight to the favor of Team Secret in the end.
And of course, the Venno man. That Noxious Plague. Yeah. I mean, itemization paying off, and it's going to yield them what Puppey thought was going to be a Wisdom Rune, but there's nothing there.
Now look at this big rotation coming in top lane. Puppey is scouting out for Crystallis here. He's like, don't worry, you're all clear, but the truth is they're all behind him.
Save me.
He's just going to turn and fight. The Fear's going to hit him. He does manage to get off his ultimate, though he's feared at the same time, so it's not that great. The Plague does slow down everybody, but ultimately, Crystallis has no chance of getting a kill.
Yeah, but it looked cool.
It did look cool. Carlo is going to be caught by the double slows, so the hammer's going to land. If the hammer lands, boom. Does not get the kill. Tims will deny Carlo.
It's a polite way of saying
that just hasn't worked.
Never seen gameplay.
I mean, it's exceptionally like high execution. It doesn't have the best cast range to make that happen easily. Good Ravage trying to cover Yamage here. Yamage still going to be in some trouble, but so is the Spectre. The Centaur stun will help out. Raven is going to retreat through the Macro Pyre, and Secret are loads to be able to walk through that one. Abed, given a little bit of extra vision, will help finish off Puppey and keep the other 2 cores back from Team Secret. Gabby sees an opportunity to chase.
Don't have good answers to him until the pipe is out on the Tide or you jump him with your bruisers.
Trying to jump onto mid one a second time here.
Yeah, but you can't because you got Noxious Galed because you gave Puppey his hero.
I don't think anybody's saying you gave them Venomancer right now, but yeah.
But I think Greaves would be nice. I mean, it's always good versus Slardar. Dispel's good, and they'll find Yamage again.
Yeah, so add on top of the Zeus giving the vision, the Bedlam being put on top of the Spectre adds the extra damage needed to get a fast kill. Though not fast enough to get out without some losses. It's going to be Carlo, the Jakiro dying.
Dude, Glimmer Capes, all of this stuff, right?
Caught Raven. Got him on the anchor, and now he's perched up as well, just to make sure he's going nowhere. What are the stats on the Aghanim Scepter? Like, how much
You get
status
armor,
resistance and stuff does it give you?
30 regen, 15 armor, 40% status resist. And of
That's
course,
a lot.
the intimidating effect of creating a puddle.
Yes.
And they're going for the flank, so they're going to run Gabby around the backside here and look for the supports on the Crush initiation with the 2 global heroes that can maybe connect. Pretty good idea, but they're on a goddamn ward as Yamich is just too good.
They drop a ward down on the low ground, but it's not good enough. Mid one has already caught the initiation of Gabby, and Gabby's going to have to try and get out of here. Carlo's definitely dead, right?
Yeah, he's a goner. Very nice idea, but Secret were just ready for all the angles, and they're going to go back to the siege as the Benno wards. 750 building damage from a 5. Impressive stuff.
Well, this game could be over very, very quickly. 16,000 net worth lead for Team Secret. A final fight, perhaps, for Blacklist to try and keep this game going. But it didn't start out well. We've already lost the Slardar and barely able to survive. Tim's able to keep it up. They can't really punish mid one too much. He still has BKB.
And they still have Ravage. Still have BKB on the Troll.
Yeah.
Not a lot committed here for Secret. As their siege continues, I mean, what is the counterplay?
Well,
Lineup just doesn't have enough damage in it.
Their counterplay is apparently let them take 2 lanes of barracks because we have a tier 2 still alive at top.
Puppy's going to try and break here.
And he's going to be maybe doing so successfully. He's looping around the side here. That ward, I'm not sure if it actually sees the Slardar here. If you got the
have
timing,
to go pit.
I mean, it would just have to be a
Gabby?
miracle from Gabby. And he doesn't jump in time. Now
fight.
Team Secret
Weird.
can turn their attention to catching whatever heroes they can find on the side of Blacklist. It's going to be the 2 supports. And Gabby.
And Raven's just trying to gate out of her.
Doesn't quite get grabbed by the Troll. But where's he running to? Would you say that's correct?
If I had to pick between like push and auras, you know, team fight, laning, or pickoff, I feel like pickoff would be my lowest in this meta because the map's too big, the kills don't mean that much, and the game eventually comes down to like the big Aegises letting you go high ground, so you have to be able to win those 5-on-5. And I agree, like a lot of these Blacklist lineups have had really good kill threat and pickoff, and they find those, but what does it translate into, right? And maybe this game, it was supposed to translate into Slardar giving them Roshan, but if Slardar's game is impossible, how do you ever get there? And again, there's Cleanse, there's Lotus Orb. You know, nice jump.
He's back into it again. This time Gabby's going to jump with the Bedlam on him. Stalis, half health, and can keep on hitting the buildings. Gabby may have that puddle, but if they just ignore him and hit the buildings instead, that 15 armor won't do crap. So that's going to be Megas, and Blacklist are going to have to decide now if they want to play for a 70-minute comeback.
I don't know if they're going to get given that option.
Yeah, maybe. Good one's pushing real close to that fountain.
No, Abed's done.
Okay, Abed's gone.
This just feels like an outdraft. Like, you first pick Slardar, the Slardar got mega countered, and then you have Spectre Zeus. But the Spectre Zeus have nobody to set anything up for them. There's no lane shove coming out from your other 3 heroes. They're just like random skirmish spellcasters. Your only initiation in this game is the Slardar, who has the worst game I've ever seen of any Slardar in the world. He has no lane. He can't interact in the team fights. He's automatically going to get purged. And then you have Luna and Mag, 2 of the best heroes to create this ball situation where you can just displace heroes, pull them into your sustain in Luna, create the fight around the glaives where we've seen this hero just carry games hard. Then you like throw this Doom in there. The Doom's the wild card for me because I have not seen this hero perform too well. I think it's a great anti-carry hero. Like, it's going to shut the Morphling down if you can ever land that. But we did see Blacklist struggle with it earlier because it just feels slow, right?
I can safely say I've never seen First Blood happen in this part of the map.
Yeah, that's a weird one. That's a very weird one.
Well played by Blacklist to make that happen.
I mean, Treant Protector wins lanes because he has 92 base damage. When you throw some extra Luna Aura on top of that on the later points, it's just plain nasty. But hey, 3v2, it's unfair.
Yeah, exactly. Get the numbers advantage, and that makes things pretty different.
Playing through what's your win condition, how do you get there? So this type of draft, it's a lot more straightforward in my mind.
There it is. The Trample doing a bunch of damage back. Mid one. Use the Onslaught to be able to get to the rune. That rotation's again coming through. Tim's going to be a bit late to the party, so a 2 versus 3 is going to keep commencing here. as blast after blast is not slowing down Secret. They want to be able to hunt down the rest of these heroes. Tims does have a Lotus, though, and he can turn back around against these heroes with the Nether Ward trying to protect him. Tims, he'll tick out. The burn from the Panda was too much, and Carlo is not going to be able to do anything to stop Puppey from running away. So a Doom rotation, like those are heroes that are not naturally going to fill that role to try and counteract what the Primal Beast is doing.
Abed got a haste, so maybe that'll make it happen.
Yeah, maybe.
TP top.
TP coming in. Boom, not quite level 6. The Furion is going to TP in and help finish off Raven. So even though they have this great setup from Abed, they may not have any damage to really do much more than kill Yamich.
Pretty
3-man RP, but a 1-hero kill.
That's probably like the saddest 3-man RP you'll see in a long time.
Yeah. He's trying to make this kill happen without Doom being up
in
yet?
5.
Up in 5? Okay.
This is a pretty good move. Again.
Yeah, skewer him into it or just RP him and then
it's a freebie every time.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to keep connecting. Off cooldown, you can just keep killing this Morphling. Hop it around the area.
Sims is putting himself out there as bait.
Yeah, that was bold, honestly. That was very bold. Like
bait retrieved.
There is no way I see Pugna there, and I do not chase that to the end of the earth. Because you know they're not going to fight you. Just out-carry this Morphling who's up against a tough battle.
I mean, if he can pick up the right neutral ability and consistently break through that Linken's, having Doom up all the time against Morphling is going to be super effective. It's just whether or not he can consistently get it off.
I agree. I mean, I don't think this route is a invalid route to take at all. I think it can be very strong in this game. He did get caught bottom, trying to TP mid, but mid one found him, and the Doom went off, but too little, too late.
Yeah, that's actually doubly bad, because now the Doom is no longer there to threaten Crystallis, which he doesn't really die any other way. Yeah, what'd you make of Boom in his off-lane performance this season so far?
I mean, it's definitely getting better, right? Like, that's all you really want. If you're investing in a player and you're willing to play with them long term, you just want to see the improvement.
Well, that's a pickoff. They may be punished for it, though. Boom's going to come on over here. Doesn't have his ultimate, but they are going to be able to stop the Raven TP away. And frankly, they don't need the ultimate with Boom rocking the kind of damage he has right now.
Yeah. That was a very heads-up TP out, though. It'll be another smoke on the Panda right now. Looking for Raven again. This would be a 4th death for the Luna in under 15 minutes.
And it's pretty much guaranteed at this point. Smoke breaks. They know he's somewhere in here. And the TP is not even worth completing.
Yeah, there's no helping this man. It's a ball lineup centered around your Luna who brings it all together. If the Luna's timings are slowed down, then everything's slowed down. And even at your tier 3, you're not safe. Abby's farming.
That's the story of the game right now. They are farming on 2 cores. Whether or not those cores will be capable of stopping a 5-man Secret, that is all very
look at this ward mid. This is a great ward for Secret, but
got the blink first. RP and Doom both being used on the Brewmaster, who is a massive threat now. He does have his wind form, so he's a little bit difficult to bring down, but Raven is here to collect, and they'll be able to get Yamich there as well. So Secret finally getting a little bit too aggressive with their force swaps underneath like tier 3s.
We're looking for Abed top again.
Skewers through. Radovato's going to catch him. Oh, okay, that shockwave helps delay the initiation from mid 1, but they'll catch him eventually.
It was a skewer, but no, it isn't a skewer. Used it. Get stuck in a bad RP fight. Blacklist get to clean up.
Yeah, as long as it's not multiple heroes. If they lose like 1 core to an RP, I think it's kind of okay. They're going to run into mid 1 here. They do manage to get the RP onto 2 with the Eclipse brought in. They'll quickly clean up these 2 heroes. Can they get more? Yeah, with the Doom onto the Brewmaster, that'll be a 3rd hero down. So just what Secret didn't want to have happen was give Abed a way back into this game.
That's why they were there, because they had full vision. They think they're strong. But sometimes a game of millimeters on the ward pays all the difference, and just sets up that smoke break for Abed to find a good RP. Now Crystallis is invis here.
Interesting opportunity with Furon giving him the vision. Now they've already picked up the Aegis, but there are some low health heroes, so they could surely clean some of this up as Raven maybe losing his Aegis right away, trying to get away thanks to the Decrepifying the heals. Tims will help him out. And swap back in. Still in trouble, trying to use the movement speed with Mask Madness, but the Magic Missile cuts him down, and he's going to come back in and probably just die a second time.
What a great read from Puppey here. He did so much damage in the pit with, like, Curse of the Old Growth off the Sprout in the pit, Atos on the Luna to keep her there even longer.
Damn, he actually popped that shard early.
Look at the damage, cool. Almost 4,000 from this 5-position Fury with an Atos. The damage reduction, not insignificant as...
missed out on that skewer. A little bit awkward there with the terrain. And as a result, Tims and maybe even Carlo are going to be in trouble. Raven's going to be the one who's going to be chased down by Crystallis. They got a swap back on Abed as well. Yeah, they finish up the Luna. Now Abed is making a run from it from the base. He's trying to skewer the exact opposite direction, but he's going to be caught no matter where he skewers.
Just not enough fighting power right now. That's a disaster, right? If you're losing your Trine and Pugna at the start of the fight, that's your sustain. That's your help for Raven to sit there and be able to take the man fight. And again, this Octarine Midas build for Gabby, it's just, you've got to find the morph. There it is.
Okay, you got him. The Morphling.
Yeah, he should. Actually, he's not going to die.
Yeah, that's too much HP. I mean, at least they'll
really
get
sad.
a different kill out of it.
It's not do or die, but your items are syncing up. You finished BKB on Doom as well. Like, this is where the greed is supposed to pay off. This next fight, get that debuff immunity to work wonders for you, and hope you have enough damage. There's no split still for 80, so if you can get the fight now, Boom is just walking in.
Tempted, BKB goes off for mid one, and Abed gonna be caught. Killed before anything else can go out. Carlos said as well, they managed to grab the Luna, so no physical damage coming out from her. In fact, she's gonna make a run for it. Rod of Atos, Manta managed to dodge some of that. The BKB is only going to last so long.
Boom,
well, meanwhile, it looks
Raven.
like the Morphling is going to die to the Doom, but Boom is still going for it. Hurricane, again, a missed skewer, just really not working out. He died to the Radiance tick.
Team, stop the Panda, please.
All of these heroes, but could not stop Boom from running down their carry.
Still, I think this is going to be a salvage team fight from Blacklist, but it costs them buybacks, right? That's Abed's buy.
Ultimately, the big objective, getting a second life on your Morphling so you can hit the high ground. That's how you're going to end this game. Getting a pick off now and again on Tims.
Honestly,
just to help boost your net worth. That was, I mean, great scan. Seeing the fact that Secret were making that move, but great idea by Secret to go for that in the first place. I mean, why even give them the chance to get that skewer?
Yeah.
Doesn't work out, though. They're going to have to go through this base and these buildings the hard way.
All right, Shiva's done for Gabby. I mean,
there's the skewer back. No
That's the good one.
swap just yet, and they got it for free.
Look at the clump.
Immediate RP, puts use on him in one. They're clumped up as well. They're going to be able to come back from Crystallis. Gabby trying to chase after him, but think at all these other heroes that really letting the Morphling get away is not a problem at all.
Seeker's just tanking up. Like, they are just building the HP on these heroes. Another high ground ward for Blacklist, and another great Doom.
Again, swap back out though, but Abed is there on the other side, grabbed by mid one before he can get off a good RP. Still has a chance though, managed to skewer them together, now hits that RP. Crystallis is here on the side though, and he's challenging this Luna. Raven's gonna be in some trouble when mid one is still running rampant through many of these heroes. Raven's on the run, Gabby has to run out from mid one, who with this BKB is gonna trample down this Doom. They clean up Tims as well. That fight did not go the way that Blacklist hoped on the start of it.
They abandoned it because of Boom buyback here, and also their base is getting destroyed by Treants right now. They're going to run the Pandas in. This is a lot of summons to deal with. Yeah, Raven just couldn't win the man fight. He got sprouted. He could not fight this Morphling on the side. No Doom on the Morph means Crystallis is a free fight. And suddenly,
Puppey going in deep here.
Yeah, you're losing your base. I mean, this is just space for the summons to go to work. How does
they
this
just
keep
gonna
happening?
all in on it? It's looking like it. Only have a little bit more damage left, and yeah, that's going to be Megas before Blacklist can even put up a defense.
Something about these games, like Blacklist just keep getting mega'd, even though they're not necessarily losing the fights that bad. Ults on cooldown prevents them from mustering a defense, and now you're just going to linger around. RP still on cooldown for 60 seconds. No Doom for 30. Crystallis is not afraid of anything here with a swap behind him. It's coming down to Raven in this Eclipse. It's got to be one hell of an Eclipse here.
Trying to break through that Lincolns, give Abed an opening here. But Secret, they call it with the Doom coming up soon and then being so close to the fountain. 31-16, 27,000 net worth lead for Team Secret. They are just about to put themselves over Blacklist in the rankings for this group stage, and perhaps secure themselves a spot in the playoffs depending on their series tomorrow.
And these Pandas are just doing the work.
Yeah, Raven's already at half health. The Overgrowth goes out, but they have plenty of things to be able to deal with it. BKB's Manta's all going out. A Doom being put onto the Primal Beast, probably the last hero you wanted to Doom in this situation. Gabby will walk away in shame, and their throne is going to be exposed here. Skewer back, grouping up some heroes, but again, without their carry, there's not a whole lot of damage, even if they did hit a 5-man RP.
Yeah, it's probably an impossible fight, but even so, like, Raven bought out for Daedalus, just dies without getting anything off. A rough day for Blacklist, man. After a very strong day one, they can't find a single win on game two. In a variety of drafts, a variety of play styles, just nothing really working for them. And Secret continue to show that, like, okay, they've had some rough games, right? But I feel like the games where they're clicking, they've had a huge array of heroes that they've played.